put it back on, please. Thank you. Whew. That was a task and a half to stretch all over there just so I can put this thing on. I have you guys in reverse so that I can see myself, to make sure you guys can see what I can see. And then if for some reason the comments aren't coming up on my tablet, like I can see it here. Awesome. And I think you guys can hear me okay, because usually I don't have a problem with the okay. Okay, good. Hi. Okay. We're good? Awesome. Okay. So, hello, Patty. That's great. Okay, awesome. Perfect. So I am going to be making 3 pouches today. One of them that is completely clear. I did it with a holographic one. So it's a zipper pouch, it's holographic. And then one that is clear on one half, and then on the top it's like a little pop of color, and then in the back it's the fabric as well. So I'm making that one. So it's the second clear one. And then this one, in case for some reason you have some type of TPU food grade fabric that you want to make little snack bags from, I thought this would be kind of cute too. So yeah, so I got that. So I've got those 3 planned for today. If I have enough time, I wanted to kind of do an upscale version of this. So I have that cut out just in case. If I don't get around to it, it's okay. But hopefully we can get around to it, because last week we had time. So that's the bonus project. So last week, this was like the big thing last week, this guy here. This one has been such a wonderful little addition to my Etsy shop, because everybody's just going crazy for this thing, because they love the pink, they love the brightness, they love the cupcakes. They're so cute. So yeah, so we've got that going on. All right, so that we've got that, and that's also on a recording. So on my channel, I recorded this and released it last week, and so I did the live on Thursday, and then I did a recording of this and published it, I think Sunday, if not Monday. So this is available as a regular video, not necessarily a live like we had last week. So I'm gonna try to do that a little bit more often with the popular things that you guys really like, is do a video on it as well as do with the live, because I think that helps, you know, with the comments and so on like that, just to make sure that the information you're getting is relevant. All right, so I'm gonna put that stuff there, and then I made a couple of other little cutesy things. I was just playing around with waterproof canvas. It's pretty much the same thing as the other ones, just different sizes. So I played around with those. I think I like the boxier one better. I think that one turned out much better than this flat looking one. All right, guys, I'm gonna get my diaper, and then I'm gonna put you guys down so you can see what's going on here. Sorry. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Great. Great. Love it. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot this one. Look at this little key. I have so many 1.5-inch D-rings that I was like, well, what can I do with the D-ring that, you know, other than a key fob? So I was like, that would be kind of cute. And it actually, I made a rivet, and then I made a hole so it actually opens, so that and then it's a little tiny pocket. I can put my finger in there. So that'd be great for like an Aldi quarter. It was just something I was playing around with. I was like, let me just play around with it. Welcome, guys. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you can, just leave a comment, put in the comments where you are watching from, And if you have any questions, hi Amber, then just put them in the chat and I'll try to answer any questions you guys may have. All right, so let's go through our materials today. I'm making 3 of the exact same ones. Kansas, hi. That's awesome. Okay, so I have 3 of the exact same things, and then I have a little extra one cut out, hopefully for later, if we have time. Okay, so I am going to start off with the all clear one. So in case you want to try that, you can. So the all clear is just one piece, okay, and it measures 5 by 8 inches. So 5 inches by 8 inches, and just one piece. And then you're going to need 1 zipper. So I'm going to use the number 3 zipper. So then that way, if you don't have zipper by the yard, it's totally okay. You can still use it. You can still work on it. Okay. So let's get most of the clear vinyls out there have like this protective thing on it. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. One of them is a little easier to take off than the other one. The one in the back is like really staticky put on. Kentucky. Kansas and Kentucky. I'm doing really good with the K's. I think those are the only 2 K states, right? Don't make me tell you guys any stories. Okay, so because this zipper tape is exactly 1 inch, so the zipper is right at 1/2 inch in the middle, I am going to make a small, tiny little line. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it just to kind of keep everything even, at 1/4 inch down from the top. Like that. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yep, okay. And then get my double-sided 1/8 inch tape and put it down. And we are not going to be folding this back because this holographic vinyl, the clear vinyl, is pretty stiff and it doesn't want to fold as nicely. So I like just to put it right there, peel it, so now that the stickiness is up, and I'm going to put my zipper down. So I'm going to put it with the bottom part. So if the zipper pull is to the right, the bottom portion is what I'm putting right at that line. Because we're going to have to cut this down, it's totally okay for you to, like, it doesn't have to be centered. Just as long as you put it down right there. And then on the back, it's even. So on the back, it's nice and even because I made that line. Actually, from the back, I can kind of see where that part right there was a little bit too high. There we go, perfect. All right, so now with a 4.0 stitch length, so 4mm stitch length, I'm going to just go ahead and sew down. I forgot I had my machine off. Right close to there to the teeth. Well, good thing I know my states. Okay. Back stitch. And go down. I think this one is the easiest out of all 3. Is the easiest and the most like unconventional one, like the normal. That fellow, I know, 2 states. I'm kidding. Okay, and then you're going to fold it so that the top part of the zipper meets the top part of the vinyl. Okay, and I'm going to put a piece of tape right along the top edge there as well, just to kind of keep everything down while I'm sewing. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to fold this up onto itself. and then lining it up on the left and right, making sure that it's lined up properly, then just hold it down. Okay, so that's still a little bit too, there we go. And then it's pretty easy to tell whether it's lined up at the top. You can kind of undo a little bit and do a little bit more if you need to. So that's what it's gonna look like, and then that's the back. So now we're gonna go ahead and stitch across, and I'm gonna open up the zipper when I get down to this side, so then that way I can just go ahead and sew down. This one's pretty easy. It's one piece of vinyl, one zipper. That's it. You can get these number 3 zippers from Amazon. You can buy a bulk of just one color, multiple colors. Good evening, Shanova. To say hi and good night. Don't forget to hit that like button. Oh, awesome. Have a good night, Shanova. Okay, so now I folded it in half, and I'm going to sew down one side and then the other. But because my zipper pulls out of the way, I'm going to put it towards the center, keeping the tape closed so that it doesn't open up and have a gap. And then down the side. Snip those threads. Okay. And then you can use pinking shears, or you could just use regular scissors. I just like to do it just to make it look a little bit more decorative. That's what that side looks like. And then let's do the other side. Okay, and I'm going to do it from the bottom up. And this is like a little less than a 1/4 inch, but not quite 1/8 of an inch. You could use, you can use thread that matches very well. If you didn't want it to pop with a, with a contrast color, you can definitely do that. So there we go. That's the first one down, and we've been on for 15 minutes, and I didn't sew that entire time. So, with your extra little thread, like little miscellaneous threads, you can go ahead and burn those edges. There you go. It's a nice, cute little purse. You can definitely put a hole somewhere and put like a ring in it if you want it to have some kind of hanging portion to it. It's not hard to add like a little D-ring to the side. I wanted it to make it very minimal hardware, so that way you guys can really do some scrap busting. All right, so that's the first one. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is the one that has the see-through window, but it has a little bit of contrast color at the top and then on the back. All right, so this one is, let me tell you the measurements here so you guys can know. This top piece is 2 inches by 6. So 2 by 6. The bottom piece is 5 1/4 by 6. And then the clear vinyl is 4 by 6. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is do the top portion, because I want to really make sure that this is going the correct way, because it is directional. So because it is directional, the zipper goes on to this piece. So you're going to need one 9-inch zipper. I find 9 inches is just the sweet spot where it's not too long and it's not too short. So I like a 9-inch zipper. Okay. And this time we are folding it down. because it's fabric, so the whole folding and tucking thing is totally fine. So this is very, I'm just trying to make sure I make it wide enough. This is very similar to how you would normally do a zipper pouch. It's going to be a little different when we get to the clear part, but I'll show you that. Okay, so peel that back. Okay, and so here's where it gets to be. So if I put this down and I face it up, my guys are upside down. So I have to turn it around, look at it. Okay, this is the way I want it to look, and so I'm going to put it pretty sides down. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So that when you're looking at it, the hearts are upside down when you're looking straight at it, but when you flip it over, it will be right side up. All right, I'm going to take my stitch length to 3.5 now, and I like to stitch on the fabric side rather than the zipper side. And because I have a narrow foot, I don't have to worry about having a zipper foot. Now, I could have moved this over away from there, but it's okay. Okay, now I'm going to fold it up. And then I'm going to top stitch. And that's what it looks like now. So it's very similar to you would do it normally. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my clear part down, and then we're going to do the exact same way we did it before. So remember how before we put the tape on top of the plastic? That's what we're doing now. So one we did pretty sides together, chops, and then top stitch. This one we're just literally doing just the top stitch. So I'm going to put my double-sided tape on the long part of my clear vinyl. And if you have printed vinyl, or maybe like the glitter holographic vinyl or something fun like that, that you can also get on different platforms, Etsy. You can even find some really cute ones on Amazon nowadays. All right, so now I'm going to line it up to make sure that my left and right sides line up, which is kind of hard to tell when it's clear, but it works. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like, and that's the back right there. Okay, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to let us know where you're tuning in from. We would love to know. And I left it at the top stitch length of 4.5. Okay. So now that we've done that, now we're going to take our clear piece and we're going to put it pretty sides together, touching, so that we can turn it out. So my back piece is a little smaller than my two pieces together, especially with the zipper. Where was it that I got that vinyl from? This clear vinyl I got from Whack. It's the 8 mil, if I'm not mistaken, from Whack, and I bought it like, where did I buy that stuff? It was several years ago. Like I literally got like a huge thing of it. This is how it comes. I'm trying to see if it tells me any numbers on here. It just says clear vinyl protective, so it's like it doesn't turn yellow and stuff. So it's the sun protection one, but it's from way back. Whack, way whack. Where is it? Wah wah. Okay, so I'm gonna line it up with the bottom, and then I am gonna be trimming off some from the top. So because it's fabric, I'm still gonna use some clips. Oh, you're welcome. Good night, baby. Well, I'm sure I'll see you, or maybe not. You said you're staying with Daddy, right?
Yes.
Okay, does he know that?
I believe so, but if not, I'll tell him before I go to bed.
Okay. I'm going to be going to Raleigh tomorrow to deliver an order that someone made. Okay, so I'm going to pull this back, open up my zipper halfway, so then that way it push that together and then clip it. There we go. That works. Just like that. All right, so that's what it looks like. So this is pretty side stitching now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew all the way around. And then I'm going to cut off that excess. I'm going to go to a 4.0 stitch length. So it's working with the sorry, it's driving me a little crazy. Okay. So it's going to work well with the vinyl and with the fabric, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to be able to put that anywhere. You guys can't see it. That's fine. It's zero sugar strawberry cream. It's one of my favorites now. My sister turned me on to that one, and I was like, oh yeah. I like to back stitch where the zipper is, just as GP, good practice, because I don't want it, the zipper, like pulling out. Here it is. It's like, where did it go? I have it right here. Okay, so that's what it looks like now. And I'm going to trim away the excess. Let me start from the top first. Cutting really close to the stitching, but not through the stitching. If for some reason you cut your stitches, then sew back over it and back stitch at the beginning and the end, because you really want to make sure you have a secure couch. You don't want anything popping out. And the really cool thing about this is, like, if you have a bunch of like scraps of fabric, you can do patch quilting with this. You can make little patch work with it, or mismatch the stuff. It doesn't have to be the exact same fabric. It could be different fabric. It could be a ribbon up here or something, and then down here be something else. Like if you had wide gross grain ribbon. I'm going to take this and turn it right side out. I'm going to grab those corners first to turn that out. And open this bad boy up just a little bit more. There we go. And then I like to go inside, hold the plastic and the fabric, pinch the corner, and pull it all out at once. That really helps get that corner out. You can also use a turning stick or a pokey stick. I have my chopstick. I found it. Okay. poke that. I also like to take it and just like run it against that seam. It really helps that vinyl stay flat. This is probably the most time-consuming part, is the turning out and it's just the turning out and making sure those corners are out. That's the most time-consuming portion of this. Okay. And voila, there's number 2. So that's a cutie. So it's kind of like, it's got clear, but it's not completely clear, like they can't see the other side, but it's also got a little pop of color in there. So this is really good for having, like, you know what it is without being completely clear. That's a good option. So that's number 2. Now we're moving on to number 3. So far in under 30 minutes, I have talked, I've chatted, I said hi, and I made 2 pouches. 2 zipper pouches. Okay, so the next one. The next one is the all fabric one. I'm not lining this because this is a food grade soft pull fabric. This is a polyurethane something, but it's also food safe grade. So because of that, I can do the snack bags without having to line it with anything. It helps with the bulkiness too, because you want to keep things kind of small, well, light, not too heavy. All right, so now this one's going to be very similar to what we've done already. The only difference is it's completely with fabric, and we will be doing a whole turning thing with it. So every time it's a little bit more staggered each time. I'm going to kind of do this towards the middle this time. So I don't have to worry about that zipper head being in the way. And actually, I'm going to grab a drink because I am getting thirsty. All this talking has me like thirsty. Okay. Okay, good. I want to addition it, make sure. Okay, now that we've done that, I'm going to do it to 3.5. That's the joining stitch length that I like. Trim your tails. Okay, and again, we're going to fold that down and then top stitch. So this fabric here doesn't really crease very well. So even if you iron it, it's not going to crease. But it doesn't, it's hard to say, but it's really pretty. But it doesn't crease, which is good because then when you have it in your bag or somewhere, if you have it into a backpack or something, it's not like all wrinkly. So that's good. But when it comes to doing top stitching, you just kind of have to fold it down and hold it as you go. All right, so now we're going to do this other side. I'm going to put my double-sided tape on my fabric. So you can do it either way, whatever floats your boat. Okay. And I want to line it up so that the left and right sides match up. Okay. So as you can see right there, it's not lining up on this side, so then that side's a little short. So you're going to just pick it up and move it again. If you first don't succeed, try again. There we go. So now it's even on both sides. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and stitch down. This side, I'm going to turn my stitch length back down to 3.5 for that joining stitch. And then again, just gonna fold it down and then top stitch. Oh, and these are the same measurements as the other zipper pouch that we just did, but instead of the clear vinyl, we just have another piece of fabric, just so that you guys know. Oh, great. Did you find it? You said you were searching for it, Amber. Hopefully you found it. Now, disclaimer, sometimes the things that will whack are bigger rolls, so you may not want that much. So the vinyl that you can purchase on Etsy and Amazon that are sheets, those are really cool too, because sometimes you have like a variety pack that you can have, and it could have like a bunch of different things on it. It's not just clear, but it's got like a bunch of little things on it, so you can really make it your own. Okay, so let's open that up, and I'm going to stitch this side closed, just holding that together and just stitching over. Okay. If I can get my hands to work. There we go. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. The zipper is open. So that way I'm going to put the pretty sides together. So I'm going to take this piece, put pretty sides together, and then we're going to sew all the way around. So same thing with the clear one. I do have a little bit of gap up here, but that's okay. I can cut some of that off. I'd rather have it be a little too big, because I can always cut it off, than it be too small and then it doesn't work. Luna's right there like, who are you talking to? Okay. All right, so same thing like before, just stitch all the way around using a 3.5 joining stitch. I don't ever like to start at a corner, because sometimes my corners, I can't gauge the right turning point if I start at the corner. So I like to start in the middle somewhere of a straight stitch. Just a personal preference. And I like to back stitch over those zipper teeth. Quarter of an inch seam allowance. All right, so that's what it looks like. Stitched all the way around, and now we are going to cut away the excess. It's just really close. This fabric does not fray. It's actually even flame retardant, because I was testing it for an order that I have to deliver tomorrow, because this is what I was using for it, and I even put a flame to it, and it barely even charred. It didn't catch fire though, just to test it, so that way I can say, okay, yeah, it is also flame resistant, so it's not gonna, like, it's not flammable. So that's good. Easy to clean. Right, so there is You found it. Yay, Amber. I'm happy you found it. All right, now we're going to turn it right side out. Again, take those corners, pinch it, pull it, pinch it. Go. Easy peasy, my fella. Yeah, easy peasy. There we go. And then pull that, all of those corners out. Pinch and pull. Okay, I'm gonna grab this one too. Pinch and pull. There we go. And there's the third one. So 30 minutes, 3 zipper pouches. All of them are scrap busters. There's no hardware in any of these. You can add a little loop if you wanted to, just to have like a wristlet. It doesn't have to have a D-ring. You can put it directly on here. I love this. This is so cool. If you have an extra piece of vinyl that you want to clip on with a rivet, that can work too. But yeah, we got 3 of them done in 30 minutes. Super cute. I would say I could sell these maybe 3 for $10. I think that's a very fair price. It's like $3 a piece, a little 3 and change a piece. So, you know, have a stack of them, maybe like 3 for $10, mix and match, find what you want kind of thing. All of them are food grade, so that's good. And yeah, so yeah, that's the cute little things, cute little pouches. Okay. So now that we have those done, I can move on to my bonus project because I got that done in time. Yay! Okay, you guys ready for the bonus one? Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, so I was trying to find a way to use up more of these D-rings, right? So I am going to take this down, and what I did is I cut a 3-inch piece of vinyl, and I cut into it 1.25 inches on each side, so that this is 1.5 inches in between it. Looks like almost like a little H. And this could be as wide as you wanted it to. I didn't want it to be too wide, just to make it hold, so that when I put it on there, it's gonna make a little grab handle. So I'm just fiddling around with this stuff and found, oh, that would be fun. So that's what I'm doing. That's how most of the times I come up with hacks and design changes and stuff. I literally just play around with it. Okay. And there we go. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side. And then I'm going to do my clear window, and then I'll put that on. All right, so this here is a hole. So I cut out a hole, and the fabric from here is what I used for this. So I cut out that little hole, and now I'm going to take my fabric. I'm going to take and put double-sided tape all the way around the window. If you've ever made a wallet, this is very similar to like an ID wallet. It's just a little bit bigger. I would say this is almost like a lanyard size one, where it was like an ID lanyard kind of situation. I think that's about how big it is. I don't know, I literally self-drafted it. So if I have enough of you guys in the comments say you want this in a pattern, say I want the bonus project, I want the bonus zipper pouch purse as a pattern. If I get enough of you guys saying that you want it, then I will take the time to make this into a pattern and have it available for you guys. Let's say 20 people. If we get at least 20 people telling me that you want this as a pattern, I will make it. Deal? Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this and stick it down, just so enough covers it so it overlays all of it. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Patty says, I want it. Okay. That is one. Got 19 to go, Patty. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and stitch that around. I'm going to be using a 4.0 stitch length because it's more of a decorative thing. Hi, sweetheart. All right, now I'm going to be bold and I'm going to use green because I don't want to change my color. Hugs and kisses? All right, hold on, guys. I got to give my son hugs and kisses. Okay. I'll wake up in the morning, okay, so we can leave.
Okay. Green graphics.
Okay.
Graphic Mountain's probably gonna go bad.
How about the same person 20 times? I don't know if that means it's going to work for you, Patty, because, you know, the whole idea is that at least 10 of those 20 people buy the pattern. Because it's not going to be like a crazy amount, but it would be like, you know, like a $5 pattern. Okay. Oh, I'll tell him. Yeah, he's literally already in bed, Patty. So thank you. I'll let him know that you said goodnight. He's taking his diamond art to Grandma's house so that they can do it together. That's their thing. And that's how it looks like stitched all the way around. Okay. So now on the opposite side, I want to put this centered, but I also want to make sure that, hold on. I'm trying to shift it so that you don't see as much of the, I'm being OCD right now, of the white part of the vinyl. It's just me. Okay. So I want it high enough that it can be picked up from there, but then not too much in the way for the zipper pouch, for the zipper. Here's the thing. I'm going to put the zipper on this side first, so then that way I can put this on so that it doesn't get in the way. All right, so I'm going to do the zipper on this one just a little bit different. I am going to put it down pretty sides touching, but I'm going to do like the whole 90-degree thing, right? And I don't have to because there's a stopper right there, but I want to have it come in from the side at least 3/8 of an inch. So that way I'm not, use my tape. So then that way I am not getting it into the seams, so that when I turn it right side out, it's super clean. So that's how you would do a zipper without zipper tabs. This is, you don't have the zipper go all the way to the end. But you have to have some way of it like cutting, folding down at a 90-degree angle. Okay. So let's do that. And you can measure this too if you wanted to. Oh, Miss Patty said good night, sweetheart.
Good night. Good night, Miss Patty. I meant that. Actually, is her name right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So then right there is where I fold down before I get to the very edge. And it kind of like just comes off a little bit and I clip it down there. So it's like a natural down situation. Okay. All right, let's stitch this on so then I can put this little back handle thing on. it down and top stitch. So then that way I can but when I do my top stitching, I am not going all the way to the end. I want to stop where we want to stop where I started in stopping stitching. Hi, Misty. Well, you know, I have been about my business today, Misty, so I already finished the 3 zipper pouches and I'm off to the bonus project. So, yay. Okay. Just gonna hold that there. Hold that there. Okay, so I'm going to top stitch. 5 stitch length for top stitch. I'm going to start and stop where the zipper is. I'm not going all the way to the end. You'll watch the replay. Okay, awesome. Oh, Misty. So I was letting everyone know that if this bonus project here, if anybody wants the bonus project as a pattern, I need at least 20 people to say that they want it. So then I can make it and then put it on my website and it'll be like $5 for the pattern. If you want this little bonus one. Because I literally just self-drafted it. I was like just messing around with stuff. Okay. So you'll see that I didn't stitch right on those 2 sides. Okay. So now that I've done that, let me get this guy down again. So I'm just being a little OCD right now. And put it close, but not too close, is what I'm saying. I mean, it looks pretty good. Going to fold it in half, crease it so I can find my center, and I can still see the line through the thing where I had marked my center when I was drafting it, because I was drafting it. Okay, so like that. And I'm going to stitch it with a top stitch length. Okay, so now that's on right there, and that's going to act like a little handle. Okay, so now I'm going to put my zipper on this side, so I'm going to have it closed like that. So because this is not zippered by the yard, and I want my sides to match up, I'm going to clip my sides together, lined up, close my zipper. So I need to have this line up here. There we go. I think that's too low. Now I can do it. All right. So now I can peel this double-sided tape off and line up my zipper. I'm going to put it on first and then do my 90-degree. I'm going to hold that back. That's still too far up. It is a little finicky because I'm trying to do the 45 with everything in a small space, but it's okay, I'm getting it. Lining everything up. And then here and pushing that down. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and stitch that down. 3.5. Okay, so we're starting with that side. Let's start right there. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Now you can push this down and top stitch. And remember, we are top stitching only where the zipper is. We're not going all the way from one side to the other because that seam has to lay flat for us to put it into the side seam. Sorry. Do you need a certain time frame for the bonus project? No. Whenever I get 20 people telling me that they want it, I get the comments notification. So, and this has a replay too. So if you don't have it now, then you can get a bunch of your friends and say, hey, go over there and say you want it. It's very easy. All right. So now I'm going to open up my zipper and tuck this right here because I don't want to catch that, but at the same time I still need to do a little zipper end with that. All right, so I'm gonna have that kind of be open, line up my sides and clip. Okay. And that's how it's gonna look. So you see how it's folded down, right? If you bring it up together so it's at least somewhat straight, or if it's down all together, at least it's folding together the same. And then do the same thing on this side. This side's a little easier. I think I put my start and end a little too close to the edge where the zipper head is. It's all right though. So I'm going to start from the bottom up so then that way I can get really close to where that zipper is. You might need a zipper foot for this, but I'm going to just carry on. Because I'm a rebel. Why not, right? Okay, can you guys see that? I sewed all the way up to the very tippy tip. I unfolded it. Let's do that again. Then I did this one, and again, I got really close. Okay, so what I'm going to do is box up my bottoms. So sometimes if the zippers open a little bit more, it's easier. So I kind of have to put my hand inside. There we go. Get that out of the way. All right. So put your hand in and you're going to box your bottom. And I'm going to try to butterfly that seam, but it's such a small seam allowance, it really doesn't make too much of a difference. I think I'm just going to make it go to one side because it's such a small seam. Whoever naturally wants to go, just let it just sit that way. Okay, and then we're going to stitch down those little sides, and then we'll be done with the bonus project. Well, I gotta turn it out and put down my what you call it, my zipper end to it. As long as you've got nice, neat stitches, you don't have to worry about your exposed seams when it comes to vinyl, because it doesn't fray. You don't have to line it. That just helps a lot when you're looking at, you know, profit for something that's a strap, so you're not having to, you know, sell it for $5 more. Just because I'm a little OCD, I just want to make sure that that is, there we go. And burn my threads. Okay. Now let's turn this bad boy out. Really push with your thumbs. Get in there. Gosh, this is the cutest thing ever. This thing wants to twist a little bit on me, so I've got to untwist it. There we go. Look at that little cutie thing. And then I put a little zipper end right there, a little zipper tab. Oh my goodness. That's so cute. That's so cute. Now you could just put a zipper tab and then tuck it in, so then if it comes out, it's not a big deal, but it'll look like it's just folded in there. Oh, that looks cute like that too, almost like a teacup. That's kind of cute. If I can get a rivet there, maybe like a little grab handle. See, See all these choices. Thank you. Isn't it so cute? Oh, look at that. It's so cute. You can hang that off your keychain, inside your bag, anything. It's just a cute little thing. And just imagine if that was like a printed clear vinyl. Woohoo! I think I just came up with another one. Okay, so now let's do a zipper. Cover. Just kind of, this was the one that I made earlier that it just doesn't, it didn't really work out, so I'm just trying to see if I can use it. I can't use it like that. I got to cut it down. Okay. Just going to sew it like that. Then after I sew it like that, then I'll fold it and fold it. Just a itty bitty tiny thing. It's a tiny little thing. It's a tiny little baby thing. We call Luna the little babies. Oh, the little babies. She's right there. You need this, Misty? Or get 20 of your friends. Just put it in the comments. And just say, hey, I want it. It would be really nice if, you know, at least a few of them would want it too, but at least that way I know, ooh, that's hot. Like, good God, that's hot. It's, you know, something that someone would want to have. Okay, so then like that, and then like that. Oh, that's so cute. All right, now I'm going to top stitch that little itty bitty little tiny thing. These little miniature things, man. Look at that, isn't it cute? Oh, that's so cute. Okay, now if you wanted to, you could take it and push it in to that little crease right there. Or you could just have it sticking out like that. I think I'm just gonna leave it out. Because it kind of covers that seam right there. There we go. It's a cutie. And it's so cute. And if you didn't put the clear window, you could probably put two of these, one on each side, and it's like this little miniature thing. See? Ideas. Ideas, ideas, ideas. So cute. Okay, so this was our bonus project. And then we made these projects today. So at the beginning of the video, it's this one. This is the first one we made. And this was 8 by 5. So one piece of clear vinyl, 8 by 5. It doesn't have to be clear, guys. It could be just regular vinyl. And you just make it so like this, okay? Because it's, as long as it doesn't fray, you can make it exactly like this one. It doesn't have to be clear, but clear is really in right now. And then the second one we did was this one where it's like a see-through pocket, but then it's got the fabric on the front and in the back, just to give it a little extra pop color, things like that. And then this one is a completely enclosed one in case you need some secret things in there. Like, you know, girls need to go to the bathroom with some girly stuff that they don't want everybody seeing. They could put it in here. So this, 3 of those in less than 30 minutes. And then a bonus project in less than 30 minutes as well. I'm getting the hang of this, guys. I'm finally getting the hang of this stuff. This is so cute. I love this. This is so cute. All right, guys. All I need is 18 more people. Oh, you need a kit for this. Oh, that would be cute. That would be cute. A kit. We shall see. Yeah, this might be like a level 3 beginner kit. Still doable, but they have to use a sewing machine. They can't be hand sewn. It could be hand sewn, but you'd have to really be careful with stitching because it's vinyl. But yeah. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. You'll message me? Okay. Thanks, Misty. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in with me and watching me. I'm going to go kind of go like this so you guys can see me. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me on Thursday night. Next week, Thursday night, 9 p.m., we are going to start making the Andy backpack by OO Creations. Tara has given me permission to film, but I cannot give any specifics out. So it's going to be hacked a little bit, and looking to have hopefully the materials come in on Monday so I can start doing all the cutting and all that stuff on Tuesday or Wednesday to get ready for the live. And it's actually for my son's backpack that he's been asking for. You think you have that pattern? Oh, great. Yeah, it's a really, really awesome pattern. I love Tara. I met Tara 2 years ago at the Sewcation in Orlando, and then again in Sewcation in Las Vegas. And I'll be there again this year in Las Vegas in July for the Sewcation with Sew Bestie. I'll be out there as well. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm getting thumbs up. Share, because sharing is caring. And subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye.